Hey guys, we're gonna wait a few minutes to give people a chance to come on. Oh, hopefully this setup works because I had to play with things because this place is a bit of a mess. I got boxes everywhere. The background's not so bad. I got shoes all over the place, but it's okay. So I got my tea with me. I got some dandelion tea in my little fox mug, but I'm just gonna wait for a couple of you to come on, and then we'll start getting into talking. So this video, hello, hi, how are you? So this video is going to discuss the goals that I set up for myself for 2019 and how I feel how I did for those goals, and then we'll talk about the ones we're going to do for today. Hi. So it's interesting because I have them all written down in this little book. This was actually given to me by my mom when I first started. When I got into my, I think this came from Pier 1, when I got into my field, not the job I currently have, but when I first got entry level, it was a little gift because she was proud of me, which was really cool. But I've been using this book to keep up with my New Year's resolution, so not that I'm going to ever get through that. I'll be dead by the time I do all that. Hello, yeah, it's cold where I'm at too. It's very cold. So I'm going to go to the page where I have 2019's resolutions. And I'm not wearing wedges, I'm wearing my high tops today. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to wearing the shoes today, guys. Because getting these shoes on is a pain. But maybe in the next live video, I want to try to do this again sometime, if not the weekend, sometime during the week. Probably this weekend because we're due to get hit really, really bad with a really bad storm. So I will probably be doing, we could do a shoe try on, maybe a little like fashion-y thing because I got some new clothes. It'd be a lot of fun. But let's get into the discussion. So I have written down here all of my New Year's resolutions from 2019 that we had talked about last year. And I just want to talk to you guys about like how I think we did, and then we'll talk about this year's. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm still, oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. I've been sick all week, guys. Some of you may have known. Look, if you follow me on Instagram and other social medias, I've been sick. I missed half a week's work because of it. I'm starting to feel good finally today. Well, yesterday I actually started feeling good. I feel pretty okay today, but I'm still coughing. I have tissues over here, so if I have to blow my nose, I'm going off camera because that is disgusting and nobody wants to see that. No, we don't need any of that. Yes, they do fit. I got that shoe and I got this Coach one. This one is a little interesting, but that's okay. So I got my dandelion tea, which is really good for your digestive system. I've been drinking a lot of peppermint lately. It's also really good for, hello? Yes, and it's also good for like detoxing your liver. Dandelion tea is good for many reasons. But let's get into last year's resolutions and see how I did, in my opinion. So the first thing that I have down here is clear out my makeup. I did do a lot of that. I'm still currently doing that, but I did go through a lot of stuff. I did give some away of products that weren't used. Stuff that was used, I threw out because nobody wants to use makeup. You know, it's kind of gross. Unless I kind of tested it. That's pretty much it. Hi, how are you? But I did clear through a lot of my makeup. I still am going through my makeup. Next was start Patreon. That I unfortunately didn't get a chance to do, as you guys know. I have some of you saying maybe I should do OnlyFans instead. I know that tends to be a very adulty, I don't want to say the words, but it's adult content. But if I did do it on there, it wouldn't be something like that. It definitely would be aimed towards more shoes and feet and that kind of thing, but it wouldn't be like that X-rated stuff that's on there. Thank you. But I'm going back and forth between Patreon and that. So I'm not sure where I'm going with that, but that is something that I would like to work on this year. I definitely need to work on something else other than just here on YouTube. We do need to find another outlet. So that is on the agenda. Next was make more videos, some different ones with updates, toys, and mukbangs and other things like that. This year was very bad, as you guys know. It was a very rough year. We're going to do a little bit of a life update at the end of these New Year's resolutions. These were these red ones were a gift from one of you guys, and I think I filmed it. I think we did film it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we filmed it. Now you guys got me second guessing myself. Don't be doing that. But this year was pretty intense. There's a lot of things that are going on. Stuff that I not necessarily can talk to you guys about yet. Oh, thank you. I actually did shoot the look video and everything. You'll be seeing that later. But it's been a rough year. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some things I can't talk to you about, but there was a lot of things going on, as far as family members not having work. Yes, we will be doing the jelly. That's coming up in my resolution video. We're talking more about those. It was very rough. So I didn't get to do some of the videos that I wanted to do. I was sick part of the year. I was doing schooling. There was a lot of turmoil in my life regarding family, and still is, that I'm still dealing with, which really stinks, but, it'll be okay. Oh, hello! But we will be working on more types of videos. When I get to what my goals for this year, we'll talk about that. This is just what I set for myself last year and how we did. Selling shoes. Yeah, we technically did start that at the end of the year, just because I had to collect a bunch, and they did all sell. I do plan on actually doing another one of those, having them go up on eBay, because that's also been requested. I do have 2 pairs, well, 1.5 pair, because I can't find the other, to be fair with you. I'll show you what they look like, but there will be others. I can't find the other one of these flip-flops, so I'm going to try to find that flip-flop before I list it. And this shoe, I want to get more wear out of it before I list it, but this one will be up eventually as well. You can see. A pair of sneakers is going to be up there, but they're at work. I'm using them for the gym. And maybe a few slippers. It's going to be a couple of weeks, maybe a month before I do put some more shoes up, but that is going to be in the works. But yeah, we did technically do that this year, and so I did hit that resolution. That was awesome. Continue to exercise, maintain healthy eating habits, which I did do. Holidays, I was still pretty good. Since I've been sick this week, I haven't gone to the gym. I went to the gym once since the holidays, and then I got sick, so I'm not feeling the best about myself right now as far as that goes, but I mean, it's just 2 weeks, so it's not the end of the world. But once I'm waiting for this mucusy and stuff in my chest to go away, so I'm hoping to start at the end of this week to be able to go back to the gym. But yeah, so organize the house, donate, and clear out clutter. I have been doing that and still doing that, as you guys know. We need to move. We'll talk about that later. Oh, thank you. We're supposed to be moving. We'll talk about that at the end of the video when I do my life update kind of thing, because it's been a while since we've gone on here live. But we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so we've donated a lot of clothes. I've decluttered a lot. I've given away a lot of things. So that has been, I feel like I did really good this year as far as my resolutions went. I feel like I keep saying and I know better than to do that. I took public speaking, and I know that's just a filler, and I shouldn't be doing it, but I am doing it. Here we go. So, and there's some video ideas up in here as well, in this little bag thing. I always wanted to do tap dancing. I really don't do that much of it. Okay, so now, this is the goals for this year that I plan on trying to achieve through 2020. So first thing is downsizing and decluttering, which is kind of what we were doing last year as well. I really have no choice as far as to downsize and to declutter. Like I said, I can't really get into all the details of that as of yet. But when I can freely speak to you guys about it, I will. I just can't right now. It's nothing personal, guys. Trust me. I am not able to. If I could, like I said, it'll make sense when I can. So that's that part. So the next thing is more regular outfits of the day videos. I know this year has been so rough, and my videos were a little sporadic. I love the fashion videos are one of my favorites. I know they're your favorites as well, and I haven't been able to do them as much as I wanted to, whether it was being sick or being upset with things that are going on, or just not having the time, because I do have a tendency of running myself thin. I'm involved in a lot of different things, um, you know, with work and with I joined a crochet group, and it's just, and that is really awesome. I think I've talked to you guys about the crochet group where they make blankets for people in old age homes, and right now we're working on scarves and hats for children or for people who need them. So I love crocheting. I always have, but I like, how many crocheted hats do I need, or how many scarves do I need? And so it's an outlet where I get to create and to get into my creative side that I love to be. Um, but also helping others, and that's always been something that I love to do, is to reach out and help others. I've been blessed, and if I can do whatever I can, as far as like I've donated food, clothing, whatever I can to help other people, that's what I like to do. And so this has been an outlet where I can be creative and also help, and I really love that. But so going back on topic here, I do know that because I have made myself very thin, that we haven't done the outfit videos as often, and we haven't done videos in general as often. And I know you guys have been on me about it, and I do apologize. But I'm going to try to make that more regular. I want to do, the goal is to do at least one a week. Two is preferred, in my opinion. I want to do one work outfit, and I want to do one of my more fun outfits. Like today is one of my fun outfits, which I did film. I'm not going to show it to you right now, because we're going to wait till that video comes out, which should be very soon. And, but yeah, that's what I want to do, is show you one of my more fun video, how I dress when I'm not at work, and then one from how I dress while I'm at work. So that's one of my goals. So guys, I know, thank you for your patience. I know I say this, and like, I feel like the majority of my videos this year, you guys have been so good and so patient and so encouraging. I can't thank you enough for absolutely everything. Truly, it's appreciated, and it's amazing, because I can't like I can't find the words to express the gratitude, because you guys have been absolutely amazing. There's a couple more things here for 2020. The next thing is to try more vegan foods. Now this, it's not that I want to go vegan. I'm just looking for healthier options as far as my weight loss and healthy lifestyle. I've been experimenting a little bit more with it. When the first vegan stuff I tried was like 10 years ago, and it was gross. But now the market has gotten a little bit better, and there's better quality items that you can find as far as like vegan types of meats. Oh wow. I know I've tried going completely meatless before, and it doesn't work for me. I don't like eggs, and I know that's a big thing. And I don't like beans, which is another thing that's like a protein substitute. Although a lot of the vegan things I've been eating are made out of chickpeas, and I'm liking that, but I don't really like hummus because it looks like it came out of a diaper. I don't know. Maybe I have to experiment with the hummus more, because I think the hummus that I had was just not that good. But I definitely want to experiment more with that, and trying more and experimenting more with vegan foods and stuff. Just, to have different options, because once you get like into the whole, I have tried a few keto recipes, but I've heard mixed things. Some people love the keto diet, some people are completely against it. I know there's a lot of eggs in there, so that's kind of why I've kind of avoided it. I hope I don't get red lipstick all over the place. I'm sure I will, but yeah, so I'm just trying to come up with different options, because like I have like the same basic recipes that I use fairly regularly, and then you kind of get bored with them after a while. So I'm looking for other ways to, like, because it's not a diet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lifestyle. I mean, people like, oh, I'm just going to diet for 6 weeks and then I'm good. No, you kind of have to keep those changes going if you want long-term results. So I'm just looking into some more vegan things. I found some great products that I do like. I'm also lactose intolerant, and like I want to, this is another goal for this year. And I can't do the milk, but I love cheeses and like a nice pepper jack. I live for mainly cheese as far as dairy goes, or when I go and get my macchiato from Starbucks, although I've been switching to almond milk with that, and that's I feel way better using that, to be honest. But I want to start getting away from dairy, and I'm going to try some of the vegan dairies that are made of like cashew milks and stuff like that. Mainly because why am I going to eat something that I'm technically allergic to? Is the main thing. It's like if you have a peanut allergy and you you're going to eat peanuts. It doesn't really make sense to eat something you're allergic to. I don't like how I feel if I don't have my Lactaid. The Lactaid definitely helps, but I'm trying to avoid the dairy more. I'm not going to go completely without it because I love it so much, but I'm definitely trying to make more of an effort with it. And I've been trying that already, and I like how I feel. I feel better about it, how myself. Um, so that's where I'm going with that. So trying more vegan things, including like, vegan cheeses and stuff like that, just because like, I really shouldn't be eating it anyway because it makes me sick. So I'm really, I saw some today. I didn't grab it because for this tiny little package, it was super expensive, and I just really don't have anything to make with it yet. So I was like, well, next time I need some kind of cheese, I don't even know if they melt. I hope they do. Anyway, we can do a video on that when the time comes if you guys are interested. But yes, that's one of the things. I also want to experiment more with different veggies and fruits that I haven't really tried or don't really eat on a regular basis. This is something I've already done. Oh, you like this? This I actually got from the Salvation Army. It's got this really cool on either arm. I'll show you the back of it too. I paid like $2 for this at the Salvation Army. It was very Juicy Couture to me. All like rhinestones. Couldn't pass it up for the $2 that I paid for it. I love it. You'll see the full outfit later this week. But yeah, so I want to get into I started adding beets to our diet more, which I love beets. They're so yummy. I've been doing a lot of squashes. Cauliflower has been a huge thing. I know that's not like a weird thing, but I mean, it's not something I normally would gravitate towards. I used to use it once in a while, but now it's like more in the forefront. So I just want to incorporate vegetables and fruits that I either don't incorporate very regularly or haven't tried. I bought a fresh mango the other day because I can't tell you the last time I had a fresh mango. So I was like, let's, do something new and exciting. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm potentially thinking about doing another class for my job. Thank you. Because I was looking through, I got something from one of the colleges in the area, and there's a lot of fun art classes that I really want to take. I've taken half of them already because I have an art degree, so most of these classes I've already taken a version of them. So I was like, oh man, I'd really love to do this again or that again. And I'm like, why am I going to spend money on a class? It's purely for pleasure. And I might still do one purely for pleasure. But I really should take a class that'll help me with my career. So I'm going to talk to my boss at some point about that and seeing where we can go with that. Because that's really more important because I love what I do and I really want to expand myself in that. So that's something that I'm potentially thinking I want to start doing again. And the class that I did this last year was tough. I haven't done a class in years, so it was a little scary. But now I think I can, I have the confidence, I can do this, and I would like to, further my education, which is always a good thing. And the last one for this year is I want to, sorry guys, I'm still sick, as you can hear in my voice. The last thing is I want to get back into making my jewelry, selling my jewelry, starting up that business. I did have an Etsy, and so I'll show you some. I have some of the pieces here because you guys know we're packing things up, so I don't really have much of the nicer pieces. Well, I'll show you this one. So I do have some pieces. This is one of the pieces that I made. So I want to get back into making jewelry again, and of course I'm crocheting, so I want to, I don't know if I'll set up through Etsy, or I can just take pictures and post them on Instagram, and then you can DM me if you're interested, and we can just set up, payment that way, something along those lines. or if I should just set up a separate Instagram just specifically for that. I don't know. I've tried selling jewelry through eBay. Homemade jewelry doesn't sell on there. And when I first tried Etsy, it's when they first like kind of came out. It was in its infancy, and I didn't do very. I sold some stuff, but I wasn't really on top of it because, again, that was a very not so good part of my life back then. But I'm open to trying it again and seeing where it takes. So I'm probably going to do it on Instagram. I don't know, Instagram or Etsy, or maybe a combination of the two. I haven't fully decided on that yet, but that's definitely something else that I am I want to get into because what I'm happiest is when I'm creating, whether it's a video or like I said, I want to take another art class again just because that's when I'm in my element. Like, I don't know. I feel more in tune with myself when I'm creating something. And I know that may sound weird to some. One of the people I work with, they think it's a little odd that I don't. And I've always felt this way. Like, literally, always, even as a child. I never felt right if I wasn't creating. And I think that's also been part of my problem this year. I didn't have the opportunities, or, like, I don't really use that terminology. Not really the opportunity. There's so much going on that I really couldn't do that. And now all of my stuff is pretty much packed, which I'm going to be working on making it more accessible so I can use it again. But that's when I feel most alive, is when I'm painting or I'm making earrings or a necklace, or when I can be creative. Because I mean, I'm an artist. That's what I am, and that's where I'm happiest, is when I'm doing something that's is self-expressive. I used to write poetry. I do a little bit of everything, and that's when I truly feel like me. And I know that sounds so odd, but like if I'm not painting, or like even putting glitter, like painting something in glue and then glitterizing it, like those kinds of things. I wanted to get back into making my clothes again. I used to love doing that. I have a sewing machine now. There's just so much. And even some of the videos that I'm planning on doing on either Patreon or members only are going to be involving like my art, like with painting and stuff like that. And like just thinking about it puts me in my happy place. It's just I don't even know how else to describe it other than a feeling where it's like my purest, most happiest time is when I'm creating. Like, I can't really, there's nothing really else to say about that. I'll have to show you some of my art pieces. Some of them are a little weird. I've always liked modern art. I've liked all sorts of art. It's just hard to pick one. So obviously, I'm involved in quite a bit of different things when it comes to expressing myself and creating, and I definitely want to get back into that because that's where I'm happiest. So I may still do an art class because some of the prices weren't that bad, and I know the one professor, love him to pieces. Yes, that's true. Yeah, and he with this one particular class, because it's kind of like your own study. I think that I can make it work with my schedule, so I would really love that. Oh man, like I'm just getting excited just thinking about it. I gotta think this through and figure out if I can fit it into the schedule because I really really want to do it, and nothing makes me feel more alive than being able to express myself. I know it's like I know some people that's probably the weirdest thing I've ever heard. It's like you can live without expressing yourself, and I guess you're right, you can, but for me that's not where I'm the most happiest. And I definitely noticed that this past year because I didn't have the chances to express myself like I normally do because it was always like working on this happened, so I have to fix this, and now I have to do this. Now we're in the process of trying to move, and all this chaos has been around this year, and I definitely felt like I lost myself, like lost who, like a part of me in that kind of weirdness. I don't know, but I realized for me to be truly happy, I need to be able to express myself. So that is where I'm at now, and I'm very excited for that. I think this year is going to be amazing, and I can't wait. So let's talk about some life updates now that I'm done professing my love for the arts. uh, I actually almost I tried audition for Broadway when I was a teenager, and I turned it down because my mom told me that you can't make a living off of your looks. Like this from the woman who put me into modeling when I was like 2. So that worked out. Whatever. But yeah, just I love to express myself, whether it's through singing or painting or dancing. I'm always singing or dancing. So when I was sick, I was also not happy because the one thing that I could do to express myself was sing, and I can't when you have no voice. So that was kind of a pain. But yeah, so I'm really excited for all of that. I cannot wait to be able to do that. Maybe I'll even do some live videos of painting. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Um, it won't be like a Bob Ross thing. I'm not like that. I like doing more. I guess it's considered modern art. I know not everybody likes modern art, but it's just like I like putting on canvases what I feel. So like it could be just splats, it could be scratches or just whatever needs to come out. So yeah, so maybe something like that, like a live painting video. Maybe that would be a lot of fun. Or just working on a project with me at something. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Some dandelion tea. Okay, so let's talk with what's been going on, guys, because it's been like a minute. Why does my hair always look so flat? I got too much of it. I can never get volume. Like down the bottom, it's like, poof, here we go. The top is like, yeah, we need to talk about this. But okay, so the biggest thing that we're going to talk about is the move. So I've been given dates. All of these dates have passed. I do not know when. I just know sometime this year. So that's annoying as heck, as you can only imagine. So my life has been kind of in an uproar because of this. Half of my life's in boxes. The other half, it's like in limbo. Like there's boxes around me everywhere. There's like 5 right here. You're sitting on one. There's some stuff I need to go through over here. Like it's a pain in the neck. There's 3 bags out in the hallway of clothing that we've gone through that need to be donated. So like there's crap everywhere. I hate it. It's like not organized, but it's a process. This kind of thing happens. So it's the way I'm looking at it. I'm trying to look at it in a positive light. It's giving me more time to go through the things that I have to go through and haven't had a chance to. A lot of things just got because it was such a rush in the beginning. So I just threw things in boxes. So now I'm starting to go through some of these boxes and like they're just cardboard boxes and I threw my books in cardboard boxes. These things are going into storage, a lot of it. And I'm like, they're going to get destroyed. So I got some plastics now and I'm going to be putting those things in there and just going through things. A lot of it will be, well, not a lot of it. Some of it's going on eBay. Like I've donated some stuff. I've given some stuff away. I don't. It's just because we have to downsize. So not that I necessarily want to. It's just because more of a necessity at this point. So that being said, but there is stuff that because I've been here so long, and when I moved in, it was my grandfather's old place. So there was a lot of things that I just kind of moved in and like was dealing with it as I went and. Life happens, and sometimes those things that you mean to go through, you really never get a chance to. I know my mom, who's lived in her house 20-something years, has boxes she's never unpacked from when she initially moved in it. So I know these things happen. It's life. But now, since there is no time frame, I really don't know. It could be next month. It could be 6 months from now. I have no clue. But I'm just going through things and you know, when the time comes, it comes. I'm just going to try to be as prepared for it as I can. That's all. I also finally want to buy my own place. I've been saving for quite some time, but like I was never really in the state of mind or I don't want to say mentally, because it was always like in the back burner, but there's always something else I had to work on first, like getting a good job and this and that. Like there's always other things that were going on at the time. So finally, I'm at that mindset where okay, we can do this. So that's something I've been focusing on too, is to save whatever I can so I can get a place, and then figuring out where to get a place, and so that's a huge thing too. This isn't really something I've ever dealt with, and um, so it's exciting. It's a little scary, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I don't know if that'll be this year or next year. Could be a couple of years from now, but I'm in that mindset where I'm working towards that goal, and I'm really excited. I want to create a room that's like a big, basically walk-in closet, kind of like Paris Hilton has. Maybe not that extreme, but like a place where I can like get myself ready and like we can film in there, and just like that's kind of what I want. And I'm just really, really excited to finally be ready to do these next steps. Like I said, I just I never was at that point. Like I was in school and then working and then like just basically trying to survive, because not easy. Especially like you're out of college and then like you can't get a job in your field, and now you're trying to figure life out. Like you thought you had this plan and it didn't work out, so now you're just coming up with the next plan. And some people never figure it out. I'm grateful that I did. So that's where we are. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I find a place. So that's my next goal, I guess. Maybe not necessarily for 2020. Sometime in the 20s. But yeah, so that's where we are now. I'm just trying to get through with the whole move thing. Life's been okay. Been working. Been busy with the holidays. Been busy with family members. Some more stressful than others, but it is what it is. It's winter here, and I hate it. As you know, your girl prefers the warmth of summer and a sandy beach and a beautiful ocean. That's what I need in my life. Yeah, so I definitely want to do more creative type videos. I'm just thinking about things that I plan on doing this year for my resolution. It just like I'm just like mentally looking around and thinking that's gotta get passed, that's gotta go. Like I need to stop. I'm gonna drive myself crazy. And I think that's the other thing I really need to do too is like take time to like clear my mind and myself, because I never sit down. I'm always running around doing something, and I know that that's not good. Like being sick, definitely. Like what is that? How did that get there? At first I freaked out. I thought it was a bug. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that is an extremely, extremely worn out hair tie. Holy cow. Do you see this? I couldn't tell you what happened to this thing. It's very fragile. That's going in the garbage later. At first I thought it was like one of those millipede bug things and I almost had a heart attack. Can't. Ugh. I hate those things. Those and centipedes, like, there's no reason for either of those creatures to be on this planet. No. You can't convince me otherwise. My tea's gotten cold. It's still tasty, though. I know you want me to wear these. It's too cold. And for me to move that camera, we'll do that in the next live video, guys, okay? I promise. We'll do a shoe try on. The next one. But not today. Hi, how are you? My hair is looking not so fun today. It's the other thing, now that my hair is shorter, I feel like I have less options with it. Like, my hair is naturally curly or wavy, and now I just brushed it out, so I got this weird, like, thing. I need to get, like, a styling mousse or something to help with this. Because when I first come out of, like, the shower, it's all, like, pretty little ringlets, and it looks really cute for, like, a second, and then Frizz City happens. So. But, I don't know. And I feel like it doesn't look as nice when I flat iron it. I don't know. Although maybe I can play more with like a little like curling wand with it and see how that goes. Never been good with curling my own hair. Not with a curling iron anyway. I've always like, it never looks like I actually ever done anything with my hair. If I try using curling iron, like I'll try to curl and like, it doesn't look like it has a curl. Like what? Why did I just do all that work for nothing? I miss crimpers, to be honest with you. Oh, I love my. I remember being younger with a crimper. Not in the 80s, like they became a thing again in like late 90s, early 2000s. Crimping hair became like a fad for a minute. Loved it. Still love it. Not that I could wear that at work, but my days off, I would crimp the heck out of my hair. I found one because I was going to buy a crimper, and it was like $90 or $100. It was like super expensive, like for a flipping crimper. Dear Lord. But yeah, I definitely I'm gone through so many clothes, and because I've also oh, you're welcome. I've also whatchamacallit, my style's not necessarily changing, but there's definitely pieces that I have that aren't I just don't feel anymore, if that makes sense. So I've got some new pieces. The one dress I really wanted for work, but the color's a lot brighter than it looked on the website. But it's so cute. I can't wait to wear it. It's definitely going to be a day off outfit. It's so cute though. I bought a romper outfit for the summer. I can't wait. I placed an order yesterday for some really cool shirts and a hoodie from, I think it's called the Dark Arts Clothing. I'm pretty sure yeah, Dark Arts Clothing. It's cool because like, you know me, I like my pinup and you know those like Marilyn Monroe look, but I also really love like a Joan Jett rocker look. And there was some really cool stuff. So I got a hoodie. I got some really cool t-shirts. One of them I'm probably going to like, I don't know, like redo, like, cause I don't normally wear a traditional t-shirt, as you guys know. So I may like rework them and turn them into something else. I used to love doing that. So the one shirt I'm definitely going to do that with. I can't wait for them to get there here. So I'm very, very excited for that. Hopefully soon. So I can't wait. Because I definitely want more, like, I love, you guys have seen I got some gothic clothing and like, I like that edginess. I mean, even what I'm wearing today has a little bit of an edge. You'll see the full outfit, like I said, later this week. But you know, I like that little bit of an edge to an outfit. So I definitely want to get more pieces like that. And I definitely need to clear out some of my clothes because like some of the stuff I've had since high school, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but some of it doesn't work in today's world, which is very depressing to say that. Because I started going through some of them, because I have like a huge tote, like full of clothes from my high school years. And I love a lot of them. And I'll be honest, I haven't worn quite a bit of them. Some of them I do. I do wear some of them, like to work or, you know, days off depending on what the outfit is. But then I'm looking at some of the pieces and I'm like, even though some of these trends have come back around, it's still extremely dated. And you guys know I don't necessarily care about if a look is dated or not. I still wear Playboy stuff. I still wear um, baby fat. You know, I still wear things that aren't considered mainstream anymore, and that's fine. But I'm not going to hang on to something if I know I'm never going to reach for it. You know, that's where I'm at. So that's what I'm currently doing. Although it's really hard. Like, I don't normally hoard things. I don't normally have attachments to things, except for, like, you know, certain things, like something for my grandfather or something along those lines. But, like, some of these clothes, like, it's kind of hard. It's like, and I was like, that's my youth. Like, going away. I don't know. Um, to be fair, I know, like, I graduated a long time ago from high school, but in my mind, I had to remind myself that that wasn't a couple of years ago. Like, some of the people that I went to school with have kids that are driving or getting ready to start driving. Because one of them did have a baby while we were still in school, so he's a little older, but still, like, some of them have teenagers. Like, what? Like, it blows my mind. I know everybody goes through that. Um, but it's like, wow, where did time go? It really does go in a blink of an eye. And I start to understand now what my parents and what my grandparents were telling me about, like, time flying and like, savor the moments that you have. Because I never understood that as a kid. Because you don't think that there's gonna be a time where somebody's not there. You know what I mean? As a kid, you have all the time. You're young. You have the world ahead of you, so you really don't think about that kind of stuff, and nor do you really want to. But now, looking back, it's like, man, I wish I kind of had some of this insight back then. Honestly, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't have gotten the degree I went for. I went for teaching, only because it's very hard in the area that I'm in to get a teaching job, and I ended up giving up eventually. I tried for years, and then I just was like, you know what, it's fine. So do I plan? That's a good question. Wow. Um, I don't really know. Um, Maybe at some point. Um, it it's that's a that's a question. Okay. I do have fertility issues. Um, I've had that since I was a teenager. I've never had, and I think we've had this discussion on here before. So if this is TMI for you guys, I am sorry, but I'm a woman. This is, you know, women go through these things. So I never had a regular period, and as I got older, it got worse. And I was like, as a teenager, I may have gotten it every other month, whereas now I'm lucky if I get it once every 4 months. And we won't get into the deets on that, but it's not good. It's very painful. Um, and basically, what I should have had for the past 4 months, I get all at once, and it's horrific. And it takes about 2 weeks for me to go through the entire thing. Oh no, don't be sorry. It's quite all right. Um, so, and me and my brother, we are the kids, and so we really haven't had, we really weren't around children all that much. And as to answer your other question, yes, I was interested in teaching. I didn't get your full question though, so I do apologize. But so we were the kids. We never really were around too many children. I mean, I have now a little bit as an adult, but even then, it's like scary. But I guess because I always knew that I had a fertility issue, I put in my mind that it's something that's, like, just not gonna happen, and I'm okay with that. Um, I mean, maybe at some point that'll change. I don't know. Um, it's not a no. It's not a yes. It's like, could it be possible? Maybe. But yeah, I mean, like, who knows? That would be, like I said, I mean, I'm getting older. I know I don't have much time for that to begin with, even without fertility problems. So, I mean, I definitely wouldn't. It's not a yes and it's not a no. I've put into my head that it's a no, only because of, you know, my health problems. Well, not really health problems. I've gone to doctors and I've gone through all kinds of tests, and they're like, well, you just don't get a period, so we can put you on all these drugs. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want the synthetic crap. I don't. I've seen girls going through different types of birth controls and seeing the side effects and what they're going through, and I don't want that, you know? It's one thing if I was trying to get pregnant and you had to, you know, I know they put you on birth control to help with, like, regulate, or there's some other pills that they, I forget what it's used for. I think it's for diabetics that they can say, like, it's supposed to help. I don't know. But I mean, who knows what the future holds? As of right now, like I said, it's not something that I'm against. It's just, you know, whatever, I guess, because it's been so long, like, that I've had this, you know, that I've had a fertility issue. It's been pretty much my whole life from the moment that I had a period. They're like, as a child or, well, preteen, they're like, it'll regulate, don't worry, it's normal, and the normal never came. So I just always consider it my normal now. So who knows what the future holds? But that was a very good question. I'm not against kids. I'm kind of a big child myself. You know, I like watching kids shows, even though they're mostly 90s and 80s shows. I collect toys. You know, I guess it's kind of like a part of me, but I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. We never know. That was a good question. That was a deep question. I hope I didn't like bring anybody's mood down with that. That was a good question though. Wow. Yeah. Actually, it's hard to believe we haven't had that discussion a lot sooner. To be fair, you know, we never really talked about that. That's okay. You guys can tell I'm an open book. But I've always been that way with you. So. Wow. What else should we talk about? I want to, like, think of something else to talk about. Since I really hope I didn't bring anybody's mood down with that. I do apologize if that's what happened. But yeah, so you just learned a new tidbit about myself, I suppose. Oh, it is flippin' freezing. I got the heat on here, but you would never know it. And that's probably why my tea is freezing cold, too. Okay. What else? Oh, yeah. So it's hard for me to believe that, you know, high school years were not, you know, were so long ago now. And the funny thing is, I think we've had, since I've been out of high school, I think there's been 2 reunions. And I think I was invited to the one. I forgot what I did instead. I didn't end up going. And the second one I wasn't invited to because the people who were orchestrating it, like, they only invited the classmates that they liked. And I wasn't everybody's cup of tea in high school. So I didn't get the invite. And then when I heard about that, I was like, well, part of me wanted to go just to be that, you know, person. But I was like, you know what? I don't support, you know, you're still playing this game after how many years now? You're picking and choosing who you want to come. That's really stupid. Proof that some people don't grow up, kids. So if you're still in school, the bullies still exist afterwards. Sorry, they're just there. They're just slightly better at hiding it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I was always the artsy one. So not everybody really liked that. I got picked on a lot too because of how I dress, because I made my own clothes and stuff like that. I didn't come from money, but some of them did. So we didn't have like the big names at the time. Was like Tom Hilfiger and what else was popular at the time? Like Hollister. Trying to think what else they wore. It was mostly like Hollister and Tommy Hilfiger. I remember. I can't. It's like on the tip of my tongue. No, it's not really important. But we didn't have these name brand things. You know, we had clothes. That was great. You know, that's the main thing is that you're clothed. And I didn't really. I love labels now, as you know. I love my Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all that stuff. But I appreciate, I worked hard for that. And, it's one of those things that, I love it, but, it's not a necessity either. It's just something I enjoy. But, yeah, in high school, I didn't have any name brand clothing. It was like stuff from Walmart, when I could finally like buy my own clothes, because my mother would just get them at like Kmart or you know what store did I get them from? This one actually also came from the Salvation Army. It's a pair of Coach. I think I paid like $9 for them. See, I still shop at the Salvation Army. It's um. But yeah, my parents would, like I said, would buy like Kmart or Walmart for our clothes. I forgot where else she would shop. Those are the main ones though. But when I was working, when I was a teenager, and I had my own money to buy my stuff, that's when I got into like the Deb and Rave, which really weren't expensive clothes, but they were all sparkly and stuff at the time because that was in. And that's what I wore, even though the area that I lived in did not support that at all. I did not like that kind of stuff at all. And then because I always had trouble finding the kind of things that I liked, the sparkly and the fancy, the bling, I would make my own stuff. So yeah, got made fun of a lot. And I would wear clear shoes became a thing for like prom, and I'm like, well, as I do today, same thing. Why am I saving these fancy shoes just for a fancy occasion? I can do another shoe video, but I'm not doing that today. This is just a talk thing. So, you know what? I was thinking about getting like a backdrop for my videos, but I think if I do it right, I could just use the shoes. Actually, this one I was contemplating putting on eBay. But I love it, so I might wear the crap out of it a little bit more before I do that. It's very interesting. This is very like early 2000-esque looking. It's got bling, it's got some chain, it's got some spikes. I wore this to a Christmas party once. Thank you. In the back, like they have all these like little patterns on it, which is really cool. It's really pretty. But so this will eventually be for sale, but I'm going to wear it a little bit more. I only saw that just curious because they're very pretty. I didn't see the first part of that. I apologize. I always like the fancy things. And I like wearing fancy because it doesn't make sense to have a fancy shoe and then just wear it for special occasions. Because like most people have a fancy shoe, maybe two, and they'll only use it for like Christmas or a special gathering. It's like, there's no rule that you can't wear them other times. You wear them with jeans and stuff like that, which I typically do. I haven't recently because it's freezing. And it's been nothing but ice here. Ugh, my driveway is ridiculous. And we're supposed to get more this coming weekend, which is a bummer because I wanted to do some stuff. I gotta actually look that up and find out what day we're supposed to get this really bad storm. I'm worried because Joe and my brother both have to work out in it, and I'm not very thrilled about that at all. But so I'll probably do a live video during the storm, I guess, as long as we don't lose power or internet. Maybe we'll do a try on then. That would be kind of fun. I know you guys want me to put them on, but not this video, guys. It was just a resolution video and an update video. But how about when we do the next live video, which will probably be this weekend, either let me know in the comment section or on my Instagram or the Facebook page what you want the live video to be. We can talk fashion. Maybe I might make some jewelry or something like that. I could do something creative. I mean, I've tried on, you've seen all these shoes. I'm pretty sure. So, I'm pretty sure you've seen all of them. The newest members, I'm pretty sure I did a video on. The newest members are these Iron Fists. I'm more than positive I showed you them. I haven't had a chance to wear those yet because it's been cold. And these ones that I got in the Cape, and they're so cute. I really want to wear them. But the terrain lately has been a little too dangerous to wear a heel like this. So what I've been doing is I've been wearing a flat, and then I switch into my heel. But I haven't had a chance to wear this one. I love her. She's so cute. She was worth every penny. I think I paid $40 for this shoe. And it looks like she was hardly ever worn. Well, they lost my game. We did get hit with some snow, and I was an idiot and decided to go driving in it. Wasn't feeling good, so, and to get shopping anywhere, to go shopping for groceries or anything, it's at least a 15-minute ride where I live. So, we knew the storm was coming, and I was like, you know what, we gotta go pick up a couple of things, and my brother was gonna come down because he doesn't live far from where I am. And we were going to play some, because I have a Nintendo Switch. So I was like, let's get an extra controller while we're out, and we'll pick up a little bit of food, and we'll come back. Well, the storm started before I left the house, but it wasn't that bad. It was just a sprinkling, nothing crazy. Ooh, within that hour, it got pretty bad. I made it home safe and fine and dandy and all. There's a lot of people at Walmart. The reason why I went to Walmart was to get the controller. Well, I mean, I could have gone to the other grocery store and just gotten the food, but I was like, well, if we're going to go out anyway, might as well get the controller too. So we picked that up, and we got some chips, and a little bit of wine, and, whatchamacallit, what else did we get? Oh, I made sauce and meatballs, so I had, picked up an Italian bread, so it was nice. But yeah, not smart to go driving in. No. Normally I just like to sit home and watch it, which I did when I got back, but it was not fun. It's really cold in here, guys. I'm probably going to finish my tea, and we're probably going to stop. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the snow at all. I don't like the cold. Normally it snows on days where I had to worry about getting to work, which is the worst, and this next storm I'm pretty positive is going to be one of those things. I think it's coming on Sunday, which means I got to worry about getting my rear end to work on Monday. Couldn't be this one, And it stinks because last weekend, when I got sick, we had like 60-degree weather here. I mean, I'm not complaining. I understand it's not good to have 60-degree weather in January. But I couldn't even enjoy it because I felt sick. It really stunk. I could get used to 60-degree weather. Problem is, the areas that do get that nice weather end up, what's what I'm looking for, getting really, really, really bad, like, hurricanes. And have really big bugs. Really big bugs. And snakes. And reptiles in general. It's not that great here, I'll be honest with you. It's really cold. Not a lot of jobs here. Or if you do find one, it's not livable. I'm fortunate that I got, the job I have. But it's a very, very hard area to survive. I know a lot of areas are like that, but it's very, very tough here. Cold. But there's stuff about it too that I love as well. So I guess you take the good with the bad. But yeah, if I had it my way, I would just live on a beach. That's the dream. That's the dream. one day, guys, we'll have that beachfront property and we'll be making the videos in the sand instead of in my freezing cold craft slash toy slash shoe room. But anyway, guys, probably eventually, I don't know yet, this initial move will still be in town. When I finally get a chance to buy my house, I don't know where I'm going yet. Still figuring that out. Oh my gosh. It's freezing in here, guys. I'm gonna get going before I have a huge coughing fit on camera. But, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this wasn't like a shoe video or a fashion video, and I'm sure that's what a lot of you wanted, and I apologize. But we'll do a live video, hopefully this weekend. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, we could do like a cooking video. We can do, something where like make jewelry I can paint. We could just do a life update. We could try on shoes, even though I know you've seen every shoe that I own already. I haven't got any new ones, so, but I mean, we could always do that. It's up to you. But okay, guys, I'm gonna get going because it's freezing in here, and I can feel a coughing fit coming on, and I really do not want to do that on a live video. But I will see you all soon. I love you all so much. Thank you for all of your patience through the year and your love and your support. Like I said, we're going to be working on more outfits and stuff like that this year, and it's going to be great. So, I will see you all soon. Love you. Bye.